Hi, bonjour. I'm Stephanie from learnfrenchwithstephanie.com. How can you improve your listening skills? Let's talk about it. The first important step is to know that it's quite normal to have difficulty understanding when someone speaks French fluently and naturally. In today's video, I want to give you tips to improve your listening skills, and at the end of this video, I explain you an exercise to do every day. And if you do what I'm going to outline in this video, I guarantee that your listening comprehension will definitely improve. Are you ready? Allons-y! Let's go! One of the reasons you don't understand native French speakers may be that you don't have a good pronunciation. If you don't have a good pronunciation, you'll struggle to recognize the words you know. So, it's important that you work on your pronunciation. For example, if someone says France and you think it's pronounced France, you won't recognize the word. I recommend watching my video 5 tips to improve your pronunciation, where you'll find my valuable advice. The link is in the description. So, the second tip to improve your listening skills is to study reductions. How is it that the French speak so quickly? They reduce certain words or groups of words. I give you the main reductions to know. The E in je disappears before consonants. For example, je vais becomes je vais. Je sais becomes je sais. The U in tu disappears before vowels. For example, tu es becomes t'es. Tu as becomes t'as. Il y a becomes ya. Also, the ne or n with an apostrophe in the negation is often omitted. For example, tu n'as pas de chance becomes t'as pas de chance. Je ne sais pas becomes je sais pas. And even sometimes je sais pas. Studying reductions, practicing them will help you identify them in the fast speaking of native French speakers. The third tip to improve your listening skills is to study how the French link words together. Linking words together is another way that the French are able to speak so quickly. When you study linking sounds in French, it makes it easier to understand native speakers. I give you the main linking sounds to know. Linking with N before a vowel. For example, mon ami, un oiseau, en avril, bon anniversaire. Linking with S before a vowel. Nous avons des amis, 3 avions. The fourth tip to improve your listening skills is to study the specifics of native speech. How do you do that? I showed you an exercise to study native French speech, and I guarantee that your listening comprehension will definitely improve. Let's go! The most important thing you need to do when you're looking to improve your listening skills is to make sure you're choosing listening material that is at your level. Because if you listen to things that are too difficult, you spend the majority of your time frustrated. Then, for the same reason, I advise you to choose a short material, 3 minutes maximum. For it, I highly recommend the episodes from News in Slow French, because these are short episodes with world news using everyday words. It's spoken at a slow pace. You can read the text at the same time, and you can listen news in 3 levels: beginner, intermediate, and advanced. You can also take a French song on YouTube or a small segment of the French video, cartoon, series or movie and slow down the video speed to 0.75, but I advise you to listen to something that you can also read at the same time. It will be essential for the next steps. Listen carefully, and for that I advise you to write down the keywords you hear. It will help you stay focused while you listen. Listen to the material at least twice. Don't forget to slow down the speed if it's too fast for you. You can establish a percentage of your understanding, which will allow you to measure your progress at the end of the exercise. Now listen and read the transcript at the same time. I suggest you listen to one phrase, press pause and repeat it. And do it for each phrase, because it will help you figure out why you don't understand certain things. Was there a word you'd never heard before? Was the pronunciation of a word different than you thought? Was there a linking or a reduction, and it was difficult for you to identify it? When you figure out why you didn't understand it, it's going to help you get it next time. Keep track of those words and phrases you couldn't understand and use them with step 4. Listen to the audio again with the words and phrases you wrote in the previous step in front of you. Then, listen one last time without anything. Now, you can set a percentage of your understanding again to see your progress. Don't you understand 100%? The key is not to understand everything, but to understand the general idea. If you understand 80%, it's great. So, now you can really take charge of your listening skills. I hope you enjoyed my video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you again for a new free lesson. Goodbye, au revoir, à bientôt, see you soon. The next step is to download my free level test and my free ebook, 5 Steps to Becoming a Confident French Speaker. You'll learn what you need to do to speak confidently and fluently. Thanks so much. Bye. Au revoir.